You want to do YouTube, yeah.
Long time no see, Tubi. I know it's been like a week and some days.
Yes.
That's the
Life.
YouTube you digs?
We on a Tubi right now.
We on YouTube right
You
now.
feel me? It's been life. You feel me? That's what's going on. But we back.
Yes.
You feel me? We get the stuff rolling.
I'm here.
You feel me?
True.
We got Cap.
This is my first time.
It's his first time!
First
About to
time.
experience all the crazy
And the
dizziness.
next time I'll be back is scheduled for Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Guaranteed. That's the next
You
time
heard
y'all
him?
see me. Not before and not after.
He literally, that's that.
Literally
So
that.
no more Mugen then?
Nah, this is the only Mugen I'm coming. I'm coming.
That's
in for.
it. He
I
coming
came
like
in
that.
this Mugen. Next time y'all see me,
He gone.
Tenkaichi 4.
Come back.
I'm whooping everybody ass. I'm taking challengers, bro.
Taking
I'm taking
challenges.
challengers.
I'm ready for that
I'm
Tenkaichi
ready
4
for that,
smoke. You know when that shit
I
come
won't.
out, we're gonna be going crazy.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait for that.
Alright.
Can I get the steering?
But we can, yep. SpongeBob Conspiracy 5.
Five.
Five,
Not
niggas!
Five.
From me that.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you. I feel another one coming on too.
Uh-oh. Oh. Pineapples.
It didn't work.
What's your favorite fruit?
Plums.
Plums? Plums.
Or kiwis. I don't know.
Kiwi.
Oh, that movie Poseidon.
Oh, they did.
Oh, shit.
Then the last season was talking about like, why is it 3 of them?
Ugh. What the fuck was that?
12 o'clock. Around 12 o'clock.
That's in Atlanta.
Is the audio good for y'all?
You don't remember him? You remember the bubble?
The dirty.
oldest bubble?
Oh, the world.
Another
Oh, he
world.
popped that when they went to the
You don't remember that special?
That was a whole movie.
Atlantis
shit,
Square
basically. And they had to
Pants?
sing
I think I've
in
seen
the
it.
bus to get everything.
Huh?
Interesting. Fuck is Oh yeah, no, this is shit.
A horror short?
The 12 o'clock nameless. Oh, shit. 2 hours.
Wow, that's
3 hours.
crazy.
They think you turn the volume up a bit.
I'll turn the volume up. I got y'all. That's kind of fun. Y'all see how he tried to make like his horror short, and then everybody in the comments, I'm so fuck that.
Fuck that.
Go back to
SpongeBob.
People
SpongeBob.
beyond
That's
that.
some
People are-
bullshit.
people
Beyond
are-
that,
that's
bro.
real. That's real as fuck. People
I
are
know,
like
and that's
that.
like, nigga, let niggas do.
This is
new
a guy that made a
shit.
whole video off of that shit. That's why you guys only got 257 views, you bitch. The Why Alex Bale's Late Night Snack is a bad horror film.
Is that real?
I hope
That's
it's not.
disrespectful.
That's
Or
what
is that
I'm
like
saying.
for that's disrespectful?
I
Is
hope
it
it's
Late
just. I
Night
hope it's just a
Snack?
skit.
Yeah.
Is this late night snack week like that for
I
real?
don't
Or
know. Maybe we have to
hate
react
it?
to that too.
Oh, it's
But
because
it's
y'all
not that
even
bad. I
getting
don't think it's
to
ever
it.
that bad to like hit on it like this. It's
That
not
much?
Avatar. It's not like
It's not
Avatar. It's not M. Night Shyamalan's Avatar. You do not have to make a video.
You
off
don't
of it.
speak that name in this house. He's a traitor.
Also a little low because y'all can't even.
Hold on, you talking about the last Airbender Avatar?
Yeah.
From M. Night
M. Night
Shyamalan.
Shyamalan made
Yes.
that movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did that?
Yes, he's a traitor.
What?
That was
I
him.
did not know he did that.
Yes.
Interesting.
He a trifling
That was
Yeah.
Oh man,
Uh-huh.
that's so upsetting.
That's
Fuck
him. Yep.
Big facts.
Cryptic Critic, I'm pretty sure is a part of the arc. Yeah? Oh, I hope so.
Oh, it's not showing.
In that case, I take back what I said.
You don't know how to turn it up?
That's
No,
not working.
it's not.
When
I'm
your
looking for the
audio work-
Wonder Boom, which is the speaker, but
When your audio don't work like it used to before.
Well, the speaker don't affect them, right? Because don't you got to play through them?
yeah, that's what I'm trying to play it through. Like I gotta play it through that and like at the same time,
And it's not.
so they both
Well, I
gotta
was-
be on Wonder Boom.
I was thinking that because we did this before, where like they were able to hear from the speaker like we did. We just kept the speaker like next
Like
to
super
the mic.
loud. Yeah, I'm thinking we might just do that.
Oh,
Cause
I mean, yeah, that works.
Worst case
oh,
scenario.
found it crazy. One time is there, one time is not.
He's all down to crazy.
Your awful horror films. I've been your host, the one and only cynical critic.
They said it was quiet. They turned the video down.
Because they was just hearing it through the speaker. That's actually how they was hearing it. So now I put it so yeah.
They were hearing it from
And
the
we're
speaker
back.
before.
What's up? I'm your host, Alex, the SpongeBob.
Alright, let me know if they're good enough, y'all.
SpongeBob Conspiracy. I've said it before, but the overwhelming support for these videos is insane. So I'd be stupid not to make more. I mean,
Nah, this
everyone
muffle
loves
is
them.
crazy, wasn't
Hello,
it?
fellow truth seekers. It's Conspiracy Carl here. Welcome back to the awakening. I have been awakened myself to the immense
You
lie
got a
of
liar.
this person right here. This
Why is everybody
liar,
hating on this guy?
Well, almost everyone. So I showed a bit of this conspiracy guy's reaction in my last
Oh, he
video,
making like
and
for
apparently
real?
he didn't like that, so now he's claiming that I'm part of some giant Illuminati conspiracy.
Somebody looks like they're a puppet for the Illuminati. Yes.
You got 10 foil on him.
Nigga, what? Right! And you talking about some.
To your videos.
And he gonna do the triangle eye
Evil
thing?
works there,
Come on, bro.
It's honestly really funny. You should check it
You
out.
see a website? What the fuck is going
I'm
on?
checking that shit
What
out.
I will say is
I'm gonna click that shit, and next thing you know.
Hey, Alex,
What up, Llama?
I make a cool YouTube film video like you. Well, it's easy.
I thought you were
He's
talking.
trying to look like Ryan. Bro, he's trying to look like a young Ryan George.
Yeah, he does look like a young Ryan George. I didn't think. You thought I was calling him Llama. I was actually
It was a
saying-
timing. It was a timing,
Skillshare is
man.
an online learning platform that offers thousands of
Bro, what's
different
up,
classes
Llama?
where you can learn filmmaking,
You see the,
editing, Photoshop,
you
and
see the
pretty much
manga?
anything. And you can watch all of Skillshare's videos without any annoying ads interrupting.
Yeah.
Boy, I sure hate when that happens. I'm thinking about getting into bird watching, so I'm taking bird identification for beginners. That bird has a conical-shaped bill. Thank you, Alfred Curling. The first 1,000 people to go to the link in the description will get their first month free. Just be careful not to learn too much. Wow, this is so great. I'm learning so much. That's maybe too much. That's a northern royal flycatcher. You can tell by its fan-like crest and long bill. Now on to the theory.
Y'all seen the little tree? Y'all seen the little tree? The dude was like, oh, this is like an apple tree. You can tell
King
just because of the
Neptune
way
is
it
the
is.
ruler of
Walked
the
off.
seven seas
That's
and the Roman god of the ocean. If you watch my evolution
Yeah.
there's also a good chance he's
By
the
the way
reason
it
why
is,
fish
you
in
watch
Bikini
the
Bottom
way.
are so evolved and able to talk. He lives in the city of Atlantis with his wife Queen Amphitrite and his son Triton. But in the first World
forgot
War,
he had a
he's replaced
Nah.
I forgot about
by
that.
Neptune,
I forgot
who
all
has a
about
completely
that.
That shit
different
was not
daughter
real.
named Mindy. These guys don't look or sound at all the same, so how can they both exist in this universe? Well, there's already an interesting theory out there about this. It's widely believed that the SpongeBob movie takes place in the future after the events of the show, so widely believed that I got hundreds of comments about it in my Mrs. Puff theory. Yep, I know guys, I heard what you said. The creator of SpongeBob, Steven Hillenburg, said he wanted to end the series with the movie, and it being canonically at the end of the SpongeBob timeline would explain why we never see the Krusty Krab 2, or any of the other characters from the movie in the later SpongeBob episodes. And some people believe that the reason why movie Neptune is so different is because he's actually Neptune's son, Triton, all grown up. And that's a pretty cool theory, but I don't buy it. Other than Triton looking nothing like movie Neptune, I've never actually believed that the SpongeBob movie takes place in the future,
This shit
despite there being
literally-
many,
yeah, they long
I think
hair.
that's why
many
it makes such sense why it's here so long now, because in the
there's
like in the
never
movie
actually
that was
been
the
any official
biggest like
confirmation.
Yeah, like,
Steven
I
Hillenburg
tried.
said that
Like,
he
I'm
wanted to stop making SpongeBob
It's
after
not
the
bored,
movie.
it's
There
thinning.
wasn't anything about
He
the
said it's
timeline of the show. And we
That
do
nigga was
actually briefly see Neptune's daughter Mindy
I felt
show
bad.
up later in the show in SpongeBob's Big Birthday Blowout. There is no way she'd be there unless the show took place after the events
She
of
was
the movie.
in the
What's
show.
actually going on here with Neptune is something much more interesting, and it ties directly in with the television theory. If you haven't seen that video, it basically proves that the entire show, SpongeBob SquarePants, is actually a nature documentary being filmed by scuba divers, and many of the elements we see throughout the series are secretly set up by the showrunners to make sure that the show is more entertaining and profitable. And this applies to the SpongeBob movie as well. There's promotional art and even a commercial that acknowledges the fact that it's just a movie being filmed.
SpongeBob, what kind of jellyfish is that?
Hey guys, it's Carlos from the Zone. Tell us about your latest adventure.
the movie is something.
One adventure we had was a real Lulu.
You mean when we went after Neptune's crown? It seemed bigger than our usual adventures.
Yes, and with fewer interruptions.
Nah, they know they in the television show though.
Movie? What's that?
I know.
I think the real reason why Neptune looks so different in the movie is because the filmmakers couldn't get the real King Neptune, the literal god of the sea, to show up for a movie. So they hired an actor to pretend to be the king. And there is actually a ton of evidence in the show to support this. King Neptune is supposed to live in the great city of Atlantis, but in the movie he just lives in
I don't think it's that
some
small. He's just that
almost
big.
like they just built a discount
But
version.
he's had one that's that
But
big
the
too.
real
He
evidence
came
comes
next.
from season
Yeah.
10, episode 18,
I forgot
Lost and Found,
Plankton
where
raided
SpongeBob
his
goes
fucking-
beneath the Krusty Krab to look for something in the Lost and Found. As he searches through this surprisingly massive collection of items, on one of the shelves we see something mind-blowing. The crown worn by King Neptune in the SpongeBob movie.
Interesting. Krabs almost died for that. Why would he have that again?
Hinges on the fact that Neptune thinks Mr. Krabs stole his crown. Why would
you're right.
Mr. Krabs have this now? Because this isn't just the Krusty Krabs Lost and Found. It's also where they store the props used by the SpongeBob SquarePants filmmakers who create the SpongeBob movie. If you remember from my television theory, Mr. Krabs is secretly working for the showrunner to spy on all the main characters. And his secret surveillance room was hidden beneath the Krusty Krab, just like this Lost and Found. So it makes perfect sense for the showrunners to hide their props down here. And if you also see SpongeBob's guitar, the Goofy Goober peanut hats,
oh shit! I didn't even, why did I not realize that he pointed that shit
would
out?
make no sense being down here unless this was the showrunner's prop storage.
That's gas.
Was just an actor. Well, that's one Neptune down. Now for the real mystery, King Poseidon.
These don't make long time no fucking see. What's up?
What up, D?
How
you been?
They definitely do, right?
The King of the Sea is yet again replaced by a new character, King Poseidon, the Greek god of the ocean. He actually does live in the city of Atlantis, except instead of the ancient royal architecture, it's a giant casino designed to make money. It'd be easy to say that they're just two separate kings that rule different areas of the sea, but they both claim to be the ruler of the seven seas. So how can two different characters both be the king of the same seven seas? The answer to that question actually has to do with a place called Camp Coral. Throughout the third SpongeBob movie, we keep cutting back to flashbacks of a younger SpongeBob and all the other characters when they all went to summer camp together. This was all to set up a spin-off show called Camp Coral that followed these younger characters. Now at first, I just wrote the show off as SpongeBob following the trend of making older characters younger to appeal to a younger demographic. It's been done before and it's never very good. They also completely contradict the continuity of the main show by having characters like Sandy and SpongeBob meet as kids when we know they actually met as adults in the main show. Look, I am having a hard enough time figuring out this show's continuity on its own. I do not need another show full of contradictions to make it even harder. But the creators actually did something very clever to make the continuity work. The 7th episode of Camp Coral ends with one of the biggest plot twists I've ever seen from the show. So in this episode, SpongeBob actually discovers the Krabby Patty secret formula way before it was supposed to be created by Mr. Krabs. But at the end of the episode, it gets accidentally destroyed by Sandy, and then we get this mind-blowing scene.
This is Little Cheeks calling Big Cheeks. Come in, Big Cheeks. Over. Affirmative, Big Cheeks. This is Big Cheeks. From the future.
Wait, huh?
In the past, your plan worked perfectly. The formula worked out before Mr. Plankton could nab it. Now it can be safely rediscovered in the future. I knew sending you to Camp Coral was the right thing to do. Over and out.
What?
Mission accomplished. Timeline preserved.
Oh, what?
The way it's always been.
So Sandy, you
Wait,
Sandy is fucking
ain't no way,
broken,
bro. Ain't no way, bro.
Sandy is fucking cracked,
Nigga, what?
Ain't no fucking way that just happened.
Yeah, that's crazy.
She video called herself
From the fucking past.
First of all,
This bitch got, not only did she
got
time
holographic
travel,
video call.
but she time travel. What that shit? What was that time travel?
It's just in the future. Like she
Like-
called her. Nigga,
Wait,
wait,
hold on,
think about this.
That's what I'm saying though.
Wait, so
So
she had to
called
really
back
think
in
about
time.
this shit, bro. She had to like, oh, I'm gonna make this call. You feel me?
That's the
And have to-
definition of
It's
the
a
80s
certainty,
call
yeah.
type
Like,
shit.
bro.
I'm like speechless. Like that's like calling my mom in the 80s. That's what this is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
80s
that's
call.
what it is.
That's
Yeah.
like the 80s call. They want this back, bro. That's
But the
literally
way
what
she
it
did
is.
it,
Literally, bro. I'm
80s call. They
fucking.
want their formula
but she did it
back.
with herself.
She literally just broke this SpongeBob fan, bro. Sandy is broken, nigga.
She's ridiculous.
She did it with
Nah,
herself.
bro, when I saw it, bro, when Buddy
Nigga,
said
how
this
does this
shit,
shit?
bro, I wish I did not watch, bro. Wish I did not watch these videos yesterday. I did not know that we was gonna see this shit today.
Nigga.
Cause this shit blew my mind too. And that just made me believe every word that he says in these theories. Everything,
That shit's
all of this
fucking
shit is true, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro, this shit is all true. His theories support his old theories, like.
That's disgusting.
Like, that's crazy.
He built different, bro.
Built different.
He built different. There's no way he said Sandy. How do you call back?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how
How
did
you call
she
the
plan this
future?
out?
Okay.
So
well,
like she knew she was gonna call at this time In the future,
No,
though?
I think she said she had sent. She said, "I knew I should have sent you there." She
Yeah.
wasn't even supposed to be there. She sent herself there.
She
'Cause
sent
remember
herself back in time.
Back in.
That was how they explained her and SpongeBob meeting before they were supposed to. Because like it was a mission to make sure that the Krabby Patty formula was made when it was supposed to be made.
Not in the
as we discovered,
type shit.
I don't even know if she sent herself back in time. I think that like she somehow called up her younger self and said, "Hey, you need to be at this camp. You need to meet these people and do this and that."
Not because she said that. Oh, like she sent her to the camp
She
instead.
sent her to the camp, yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
maybe
she's
yeah.
a kid. That's
she
that's
is a kid.
Yeah.
I was thinking she cloned herself. And then just sent
that
it
is
back
possible
in the
because
past.
she have
Oh,
cloned
God.
before.
But I guess it could be either one.
God damn.
You go see it.
That's insane though.
Yeah, it comes out soon, Mama.
Just the way it's always been.
So Sandy used time travel to send her past self to Camp Coral so that she could make sure the Krabby Patty formula didn't get discovered before it was supposed to. They actually figured out a way to make this messed up continuity
Yeah, and I
make
think
sense.
that's the
Don't
time
you
travel
dare
clone,
tell me
because
the
she
show
wearing the
doesn't
same
care about
outfit, just a
continuity.
kid version
Can I
of
also
it.
just say that this scene lines up perfectly with my television theory? A major part of that theory is that Sandy is actually a spy working for the showrunners and is secretly
You
making
got a
sure
picture
everything
of the-
stays on track.
Come on now.
And then what do we see a month after I post my theory? Sandy secretly manipulating everyone to keep the show on track. Just gonna give myself a little pat on the back there. But enough gloating. What does any of this have to do?
What do you call the people from Loki? Those keep the time in check.
Oh, the TSA or whatever it's called?
She a TSA.
Time
man.
TSA.
Keep deciding.
Yeah,
Well,
but
this
bro,
means that
TSA
Camp
squirrel.
Coral and the movie that sets it up are in an alternate timeline. The events that have taken place in the show are not the same events in this movie. The continuity errors like Sandy and SpongeBob meeting, or Poseidon being the king of the sea instead of Neptune, can be explained by this shift in the timeline. So there you go. King Poseidon and King Neptune are from completely
Yeah.
They
separate
said, wait, does
timelines.
that
That's
clip
why we
imply
never
that
see
each
any
one can
reference to King
manipulate
Poseidon
time?
in the show.
I
And
think
that
The way
was Neptune.
maybe she had the box.
Yeah,
That was
and it got the
Like
energy.
It's
Some
a
type of-
battery source or some shit.
Neptune stirred up quite a gale tonight. You must be
There's
mad
actually an
about
anime.
something.
The girl that left through time, and she also used some type of nut to
Everyone knows Poseidon is
Oh,
ruler
me
of
and
the undersea. Everyone knows.
Oh.
Me and Internet watched that movie.
Everyone knows.
Well,
The girl that left the time. Me and
Yeah,
Internet watched
I
that
see
movie. It was pretty.
it was a pretty fire movie.
I don't remember it.
Wasn't like because she like fell on a nut.
I felt like she
And that's
just.
how she got like the time on her wrist thing. 'Cause she,
Type shit.
yeah, it was like a device that the dude brought in.
Oh, it was a minute ago since
Well,
we
yeah, it was
watched that
a while,
movie.
yeah.
So.
Not true, Rex.
Is the Neptune theory. Huh. I mean that wasn't so hard. I guess I'm done here.
Neptune stirred up quite a gale tonight. You must be mad about something.
That's silly. Everyone knows Poseidon is ruler of the undersea. Everyone knows Poseidon is ruler of the undersea.
They do that in the show like that?
Why can't anything ever be easy?
Right, so like, so do they even know why they got this nigga?
This is the clip that really made me decide to make this theory. The beginning of
actually
season
wild.
5, episode 19, Spongehenge, shows two fish arguing over whether Neptune or Poseidon is the real ruler of the sea. It's like the creators are directly telling us that both of these characters somehow exist in the same timeline, and it's our job to figure out how the puzzle pieces fit together. So, let's take a look. Despite both of these characters having similar appearances and
It is.
personalities,
It
there
is.
is one very important difference between them. Poseidon doesn't have powers. We've seen many times that King Neptune has magical abilities.
I forgot he got burnt that bad.
But in the entire third SpongeBob movie, we never see Poseidon use any powers or magical abilities, except for lighting up his trident, but all he has to do for that is just flip a switch. And we know from the episode Trident Trouble that you don't even need to be a god to use the trident. And at the end of the third movie, we find out Poseidon is actually in terrible shape. If you remember at the end of the episode, Neptune...
Nigga was missing teeth.
Wait, nigga!
Bro, he took the clip off
Nigga!
and neck that! Nigga,
Wait,
nah, bro, he remind me of y'all ever seen
It's
Cat in the
like
Hat?
trouble that you don't
When
even-
Alec Baldwin and when the wife left Alec Baldwin. Y'all seen Cat in the Hat live
seen
action,
Cat in the-
right?
yeah, I seen
Yeah.
it.
Well,
I was a kid. I don't
trying
remember
to- I'm trying to
specifics.
do
I
you
wanna
remember
watch
the
that again.
stepdad being kind of like a shitty? Yeah, I think it was the mom's boyfriend or whatever, but he was like kind of scummy
He
or
was an
whatever.
op.
Trying to send him to the
Yeah, I remember whenever the mom, he was like babysitting or some shit. When the mom left, bro,
Maybe
this
a
nigga
while.
did the same thing. He put out his two front teeth, took his shirt off, took off the girdle, got fat as hell,
Nigga.
took the wig off, like bro.
The wig?
I think he had the wig. I can't remember.
That
I
man
know.
was catfishing everybody.
Yeah.
In real life.
And at the
God
end of the third movie,
damn.
we find out
He did
Poseidon
exactly
is
the same
actually...
Like, look, that man missing teeth. Even his biceps are inverted, bro.
Nigga, that
Bro,
one.
every
sag.
Right, sag.
You're no god.
Only thing strong is that chin. That's crazy.
Terrible shape. If you remember at the end of the episode Neptune's Spatula, Neptune briefly turned SpongeBob into a god. And we can see that having god powers gives you a perfect body. So why is Poseidon in such terrible shape? Because he doesn't actually have powers. Only Neptune does. Even Neptune's wife, Queen Amphitrite, has to use technology to zap someone, unlike Neptune, who only has to use his finger in the exact same episode. He is clearly the only one with powers, but why? To answer this question, we first have to understand the origins of King Neptune. Now, throughout the show, there is very little information on Neptune's past. I read the Wikipedia, I looked through the comic books, the video games, but I just couldn't find anything that would help me. But then I remembered there are SpongeBob shorts, which are like mini episodes that only air once, usually to promote something. So I started looking to see if there were any that could help us, and lo and behold, there is a SpongeBob short called The Story of King Neptune.
Oh, for real?
This short is about SpongeBob telling Patrick the origins of King Neptune, but it's not entirely clear whether it's true.
The story of King Neptune. When King Neptune was a little Neptune, his mother set him adrift in a river. As he floated along, a radioactive meteor fell to Earth. An alien appeared and anointed the infant with Super Neptune fluid.
Is that really
Super
the
Neptune?
origin of King Neptune?
They just mixed the Bible
From the
with
planet?
was abandoned as a baby and then given his powers by aliens. But SpongeBob is holding an upside-down comic book, so it feels a lot like something he just made up. And SpongeBob is not the most reliable narrator. Unless there's something in the story that we can definitively prove, I don't think we can use it for a theory. Like, do you really expect me to believe that Neptune got his powers from aliens? I mean, we've never even seen aliens in the show before. Except we have. And they just so happen to also live in a city called Atlantis. Season 5, Episode 12, Atlantis Square Pantis, we see another completely different Atlantis, the
when
lost
he
city
said
of
that, I was
Atlantis,
like, you're right.
a city that's home to a race of aliens. The
They're not
Atlantean
fish.
aliens traveled billions of light
They're
years
not
to this
fish,
planet
bro.
and built their city.
For reasons unknown, this great city disappeared one day, but no ruins
That's
were ever
crazy.
found.
I never peeped
I
that
never
until he
peeped
said that. I was
that.
like, yeah,
Were given to us
they
by
are.
the Atlanteans.
They were a peaceful race of aliens who shared their technology, but then mysteriously disappeared for some reason. And take a guess what we find when we look inside of that city. A massive sculpture of King Neptune. That story about aliens giving Neptune his powers
don't
doesn't
grind
sound
too
so
hard.
far-fetched now, does it? And that's not all we find.
Neptune's Ascension, the only surviving painting from the great lost city of Atlantis.
A painting created by the Atlanteans called Neptune's Ascension, aka Neptune ascending to his god status by being given powers by the Atlantean aliens. The story is definitely referencing this. There are too many connections for this to be a coincidence. So even though it's being told by SpongeBob and details like the alien's appearance are wrong, the story itself is probably based on truth. And there's also a lot of evidence to support the idea that Neptune was abandoned as a baby. In Clash of Triton, Neptune is watching a soap opera in his bedroom and gets upset when his wife turns it off.
Oh, Neptune, surely this isn't the behavior befitting a king, doing nothing but watching daytime television.
Wait! Rochelle was just about to meet her biological parents.
In the soap opera, Rochelle was just about to meet her biological parents. Maybe the real reason why Neptune's so invested in the soap opera is because he's never met his biological parents either. There's even tissues on the table next to him as if he's been crying. And the idea that Neptune was abandoned.
I hope he means Triton's mom. I don't think he was meaning
Queen
Triton's mom.
Queen Aphrodite or whatever her name is. She was bad.
That's what I thought that's what he meant. I thought he meant Triton's mom.
Nah, Triton's mom, yeah.
I guess it's
Neptune's mom? No.
His son.
Nah.
Oh, it's son Triton.
Yeah.
Okay.
That-
If you're talking
okay,
about,
yeah.
you're talking about Neptune's wife,
You.
That's what I
You're
thought.
talking about
she
Neptune's
meant.
mom,
Right
bro?
here?
If that is his mom, assuming that is, it could just be a random
He
mom.
like Mega Man a little bit.
Oh, but Neptune, yeah, he definitely looks like
Hey,
Mega
she
He
going
got the
on
Mega
baby.
Man look.
Rack said he ain't
Baby
gonna
works
elaborate for
perfectly
it.
with the
He
mythology.
down bad.
You down
Neptune
bad.
is the Roman god on scene, but he
Ah,
is the
right.
only reference to Roman mythology in the show. Everything else we see is from Greek mythology. In the episode Trident Trouble, we see a Greek chorus. Neptune once mentioned Zeus, the Greek god of thunder.
So I say, look, either you come up with more money, or Neptune walks.
He also mentions Apollo, the Greek
Not
god
yet.
of the sun.
My beloved home of Atlantis, a prize worthy of Apollo.
Even in the city of Atlantis where Neptune lives, there's a building named the Poseidon, clearly named after Poseidon. So Neptune is clearly the outsider here, which is why he was abandoned as a baby. But if the sea is actually ruled by Greek mythology, then Poseidon should be the true heir to the throne. Why is Neptune the king in the show? Because after Neptune was given his god powers by aliens, he returned to Atlantis and stole the throne from Poseidon. This would explain why there's so much confusion over who the real king is.
Neptune stirred up quite a gale tonight.
Everyone knows Poseidon is ruler of the undersea.
Legally,
Yeah, I just found out
Poseidon
yesterday.
should be the king, but Neptune took it by force. And that's not all he took from Poseidon. Neptune's wife, Queen Amphitrite, is the goddess of the sea. The Greek goddess of the sea, aka the wife of Poseidon. God damn, Neptune stole his wife.
Nigga, damn.
That is cold. And eventually, everyone did recognize Neptune as the rightful king. The
Game of
Kingfisher
Thrones
seemed
ass.
adamant about Poseidon being the king, completely changes her
I
view
mean,
one
look,
season
if
later.
your husband
Sasha
fat, ain't got no powers,
No teeth.
no
bald-headed.
teeth, right?
King Neptune is coming here. Oh, I'm a huge fan of the royal family. I just love everything they do.
And that is the real story of King
exactly
Neptune.
about the
The reason why Poseidon is king in the third movie is probably because in that timeline, Neptune was never given his god powers, so he never stole the throne from Poseidon. Although, seeing as how Poseidon turned Atlantis into a big casino cash grab city, maybe it's a good thing Neptune took over.
The lost city of Atlantic City.
And that is the Neptune
Atlantic.
movie. That was a tough one, but we are finally done. See you next time, guys. Wait,
Fire theory.
why is Poseidon City called the Lost City of Atlantic City?
The lost city of Atlantic City.
I mean, the Atlantic City part makes sense. That's a reference to the real-life Atlantic City, but why is it called the Lost City? There is nothing lost about the city. It seems like everyone's easily able to find it. The only other reference to a lost city of Atlantis is the one with the aliens that
There
gave
always
Neptune
is.
his
Oh,
powers.
bro, yeah, you gotta
Nope,
know
nope,
that.
nope. I don't care. I'm done with this theory. I don't need to answer every single little question. I am 100% done.
I swear I knew it.
I love that.
You're not fancy.
Shit, part
Fine,
four.
okay?
Oh, y'all see the
One more
elephants in the
part just to
background?
tie up all the loose ends, and then
Yeah, there's elephants in the air.
Oh,
Fine,
shit.
okay,
Cyclops
one more
elephants
part
and humans.
just to
Yeah.
tie up all the loose ends, and then I am
That'd
done.
be terrifying.
Alright, here we go. So we know before the Atlantean aliens mysteriously disappeared, they shared their technology with the creatures of the sea. I think the self-proclaimed gods of the sea got their technology, like tridents and their other weapons, from the Atlantean aliens. In fact, the Atlantean guards even use golden tridents as their weapons. That's why the gods named their city Atlantis, to pay tribute to the Atlanteans that gave them their technology. But all of that changed when Poseidon became king of the sea. He betrayed the Atlanteans and used their own weapons against them to conquer their home and turn it into a casino city. That's why Poseidon City is called the Lost City, even though it's not lost. It's referencing the Atlantean city that was conquered by Poseidon. And the reason why the Atlanteans gave god powers to some random abandoned baby in the main timeline was so that Neptune could take the throne from Poseidon and prevent him from conquering the alien city. And the reason why the Atlantean city mysteriously disappeared was because they hid it so no one could ever try and conquer them again. And that is the Neptune theory. I am
It's
done.
not really the lost city, it's the hidden city.
Okay, that's another one done. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Alex. We've got more on the way. I'll see you next
Of course we
time.
do. Of course
I'm
we
not gonna
do.
let you stop.
Hey, listen, that theory was awesome. You know, I don't know how you keep coming up with these, but I mean, they're great.
Oh, he looked like Caggy.
He does.
He
High
looks
key.
like Caggy.
High key.
Yes, you do. That's Charlotte.
Oh, I mean the voice.
Oh.
I don't know what he look like though.
Basically like this.
Yeah, he look just like Caggy, bro.
Are we not taking a meat?
Uh-oh. That's fun about shit for hard though.
Hello?
Some people really can't take the meat.
Got the meat for you.
I'm not pausing that. It's true.
I ain't saying pause it.
I
ain't telling you to pause
We
it.
need to work on our communication skills. This creepy quiet act, it's getting old.
I can't blame him.
That shit is creepy as fuck.
Oh. It says don't. He about to turn the lights.
Don't turn that light on.
Turn on the lights.
Wait!
Ooh! Don't do it!
Wants
Don't
his
do it,
beat.
don't
The
do it,
Wanter
don't do it,
wants
don't do it,
his
don't
beat
do it,
instead.
don't do it, don't do it.
Pause. You funny,
I'm
right?
scared.
I'm scared.
No, don't do one of those things. Oh, fuck. He not even there.
It is the darkness.
Can you imagine if, like you pan back to him when they were sitting behind him? They were sitting behind him.
It took over his computer?
Did it? Oh, no.
I thought that was it.
Did he really just turn the light off and say, well, I guess he left? He just went to type in the next one?
He said, line, you wild.
Oh, no. He might be
Wait, why am I wild?
I don't know.
You missed it. You missed.
The pause. Fuck is that?
That's dropped from the ceiling. It dropped from above him.
That was the first thing I thought of. He is cool.
I thought chocolate syrup.
Why are you on my ceiling?
My boy.
My boy.
Well, but if we are to continue our
Yeah, close your mouth, man.
And that mug gonna be blue. Right.
What that motherfucker say?
Wait, nigga, what?
He called him a whore. He said whore.
I like how we just lean
I
forward.
like how y'all lean forward.
When I
said
said it, bro. I literally was like, nigga, we. Wait a minute.
I can hear laugh. Wait, what did he say? Oh, it got quiet.
Huh? Whole speaker in the back, bro.
That's the. Meanwhile, he hear it.
Right.
Over and over again.
continue our work, I
Thank
will require something more.
More, okay.
He said he want more than the bag of meat.
Feed me.
Nah, he want his meat. That
I
like
ever
rats.
seen
Thank you.
what's it called, like Seymour, where the plant was like eating humans, but it was like talking alive. It was like a play.
Oh no.
And it was like this dude, he found this plant. It was like a piranha plant, but it could talk. You feel me? But then it was feeding the meat, but then eventually it got like big, so it started needing like human bodies. But they was making hella money. Like the plant shop was making hella money. And so Seymour, the dude, he had to like either I give up all this because you know he poor and whatnot. He had to give up all this and go back to what I was doing or start cutting up bodies. So next day he came in with some bodies and started feeding it to him. And then he was like, nah, I need more than just a body a day. So now he over there tricking his own coworkers. He's like, hey, I think your keys fell into the plant. Home. Yeah. Home. Got everybody. Next thing you know,
everybody getting a home.
He ate Seymour, and everybody in the shop was dead. And some people came in and was like, where'd everybody go? I don't know, this is the plant. We're going to start making clones of this plant to spread and make more money. And obviously to start taking over, yeah.
Great. Amazing.
That's great.
That play was
I saw a Love, Death, and Robots episode about that once. Not about that, but like that.
I was about to say, wow, that's crazy as fuck.
They say you describing your fever dreams.
My dreams do be on some bullshit like that.
That
I'm not gonna
his
lie.
dreams are fucking
My
hilarious.
dreams be on.
I love
it. Don't make sense. It don't make sense. Alright, you 2 off this bitch.
Bye. Make sure you hit that like. What else I gotta hit?
That.
And comment.
Make sure to comment what your favorite part of the theory was. Subscribe.
There it is.
And when you subscribe,
Notifications.
And what type of notifications?
All notifications.
Not no goddamn personal.
All notifications.
All notifications.
All notifications.
All notifications.
Alright, yeah.